On first down, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on second down is gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and it's 3rd and 4.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of everything, just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit it right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down the pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he's one.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken it around the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, gone. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Oh, now he rolls it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. What a spin. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And great deep into Los Angeles territory.
tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
180. Cut. 2 for 1. 5. Starting left here.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Goff.
Tempo.
On third down, Wilson flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Listen.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
All right. Come on now. Here we go. 180.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Super 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll find his man on the outside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
19. Good. Come on, man. Come on, Jack. Tempo.
Here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10, Goff again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air again, Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's going to get it running right. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Go, 12, go.
He'll get it up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. 12. Goff now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
DC. Joe, 12, Joe. Shell.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Skirts by him at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
12. Start left here.
Goff on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
Start left. Now you won.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now you won.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Brockers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14. Shotgun.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
14, Ronnie. Got it. Zebra.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Goff on 3rd down. Able to fight through one tackle, and that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Hey, over here.
Now Wilson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that
bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They give it to him running left. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Going deep here for Bryant. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. But I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Always orange.
From the gun, here's Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now the try here for the point after. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, a 360. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff on first down. Room to run past midfield. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Gurley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Goff going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
4 down. 14. Shotgun.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Fighting, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Check 50.
Here's Carson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Don't take forever, okay? 14. Under press. Zebra. Kill.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot, but you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.